We're good.
What do we got?
I'll tell you when we're live. Rundown.
Sounds like an ambush.
It sounds like an ambush.
No, it's not an ambush. Today is November 28th. It is brought to you by MVMT Watches. It's the 29th.
Check out this, since my phone's out, look at that, MVMT.
Oh, gross.
But look at the movement watch.
Movement watch.
Yeah.
That photo's not the best. MVMT Watches. They are minimalist for the modern gentleman. That's their tag. I actually love that tag. So I said minimalist for the modern gentleman. Redefining the watch industry. $400 watches. What are they running? Like $100?
$95.
95
15% off.
15% off for all stoolies. Go to mvmt.com/rundown.
MVMTwatches.com.
Kind of weird. I'm rattled that loud. Sean corrected the date.
When you get the date wrong every single time.
What?
Yeah, just today you're just like, I'm not going to let him say the wrong date. If he's wrong on that date today, I'm going to jump in. No, I appreciate it.
It's also kind of crazy that the office somehow gets louder when we start to run down.
You know, because it's like the children are away. It's just like, let's see who can yell the loudest over there.
Erica just laid the smack down.
Yeah, I like it.
Just a hey guys, that's all it took.
It's just like scream the second the rundown starts. Before we get into this is a late breaking news. And K Marco is coming out of the bathroom. So like all the adults
That's why I was
were
loud,
not
because Keith wasn't there.
sitting on there. So it's
Regulate.
Like people are pulling on Kelly Carr's
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I have quick breaking news.
You were part of the adults. It got really loud over there.
Yeah.
We're saying all the adults were not present. Yeah.
I have quick breaking news. Pete Thamel, SI Pete Thamel, by the way, I don't know if the other day when he tried to confirm a story that wasn't his story, that's funny, but surprise name has emerged in San Jose State head coach search. School has reached out to former Fresno State coach, Pat Hill. Pat Hill is one of my guys.
Anywhere, any place, anytime, baby.
Absolute
Oh
best.
my God.
The fact he doesn't have a job. San Jose State, if they get Pat Hill, they will play the first 3 weeks, Alabama, Michigan,
USC.
all on the road. that is fucking Pat Hill. He is, I still use the quote on the blog at least like once a month, anytime, anywhere. That is Pat Hill, and he'll still own the Valley. I don't even know if San Jose State's in the Valley. The Valley becomes San Jose State.
The fact that checkerboard end zone, the best.
Oh.
The fact that he
can
come back from the dead is insane.
I still remember.
How do guys do that?
When they played USC, when USC had won like 20 games in a row, and they laid it on the line.
Yeah.
They were going athlete for athlete, but they're always so thin.
Yes.
Pat Hill teams have 11 guys.
If one guy pulls a hammy, it's like me coming out.
And they play both ways,
like cornerback.
The joy that you guys can get out of these coaches, I'm
Pat
so
Hill,
jealous of it.
Pat Hill.
It's pure joy in
Because
your
you gotta
eyes.
realize, you know how much stupid knowledge through gambling is in our brains that these are the moments that you feel rewarded.
Pat
It's
Hill
vindication.
is arguably the first coach I fell in love with. I love Pat Hill. He definitely looks the same. He's got the foo.
Yeah, the mustache, the white one. Oh
I
man,
fucking love Pat Hill.
ages so well.
Fresno State. Hey, Fresno.
Don't let us down now, because this is gonna
That's
fucking
San
kill
Jose.
us. Yeah, the
Pray
San Jose
Fresno
State's gonna let us down.
What did you think could get better when
That's
you got
like
rid
when
of Pat Hill?
it's like when Nebraska just fired Bo Pelini to go 9-3 again, or 9-4. Like you had the best that you were gonna beat.
Top 20 teams woke up in dead sweats. Do we have to play Pat Hill this week?
All because of his aura.
Yeah.
It was like simply by will that he made people think Fresno State was good.
Own the Valley. If you own the Valley, you own
And they've been awful since. Awful. Every single game they get blown out. No, seriously.
I still bet
you
on
just
them
look at
times being
Fresno
like-
State and you're like, take the team against Fresno State and take the over. It's a lot.
And they used to be an automatic. They'd hang 50 on anybody. They had running backs like, that's Walter Payton, I think. So bring back Pat
That
Hill.
is great. Let's hope it
great
happens.
News. Do it, San Jose State. Let's get into the subjects. This 49ers fight. So it was the 49ers versus the Dolphins. Bunch of guys sue. There was one other team in it. The Steelers. You see fan fights all the time. The part that I loved, which I blogged about, there is an absolute nerd in the mix of this fight. And he throws the slowest, least angry punches I've ever seen in a fight, and then gets absolutely obliterated like 3 seconds later. I gave this guy credit because nobody else was. The 49ers side, they were lower in the stadium. They're getting whooped. And this is the only guy who tried to do anything about it, and he was the least likely or least probable to do anything. So shout out to that guy. Big Cat?
Two things. One is you were dead on. You can't fight up in a stadium. It's insane. It's
just basic
insane.
rules of combat.
Yeah, it's like that's like the dumbest thing you can do. Two, this is classic. Like the Dolphins have a little winning streak, so all the scumbag South Florida people,
all the Sioux fans,
just start
Yeah, it
throwing
was perfect that he
haymakers.
was wearing a Sioux jersey.
Yeah,
the one guy.
there are
All
multiple
of them were.
Sioux. Yeah,
Every single one of them.
Yeah, multiple.
those
Top
punches,
one
though.
fight jersey probably is a Sioux, or maybe a Janikowski.
Yeah.
Current players.
Yeah.
Terrell Suggs.
T. Suggs is up there.
Yeah.
Says
I feel like
something
he's
about a man.
Hainsworth is a good one.
Their
Albert
best
Hainsworth
player
from
by
back
far,
then.
though.
All right, if any Patriots fans are still rocking a Hernandez jersey, that's like, I'll actually murder you.
I mean, Caleb, I still haven't talked to him. He was wearing a Vic jersey in here the other day. I wanted to strangle him.
There was actually a Vic.
Why?
we're
Because
dog
a dog
guys,
killer.
bro.
There's a dog office. He
We're dog
murdered
guys.
dogs. We're dog people.
Wait, did you see the jersey? There was in my recap. Someone was rocking like 5 years late a convicted shirt.
Oh.
A 7
that.
Falcons
Nailed it.
shirt.
I liked it.
Dude, that guy throwing those punches, though, like,
It was so.
I mean, I don't
think he
even
ever
know
threw a
what
punch.
else to say, but how do you even let yourself get into a fight if you know those are the punches you're going to throw?
was the
You
weakest-
need to just walk away.
And I mean, the guy, the Sioux guy, obviously didn't give a fuck. He had him like an MMA move, and threw 50 punches off his face in like the span of 1 second. Second one, Reggie Theus, by the way. The next stop for Reggie Theus coaching tour is going to be like we're going to have a Nerf team in this office that Reggie Theus is like
Community
running.
college in like Hawaii or
I mean,
something.
he's getting worse and worse, but he's like Cal Northridge. 16-point game, 4 minutes left. And the other team is at the free throw line. He's got some girl who makes some sound like this screeching noise.
Didn't even sound human. It sounded like some
And
sort of
he just
animal,
sat
some sort of
there and
bird.
Took it. Reggie Theus just sat there.
He got mold plenty in him. Mr. Interesting. Doesn't affect Reggie.
Wait, she was a fan of Northridge?
Northridge,
Yeah.
and he was the coach.
Yeah.
And she did this screech, like to try to get him to miss the free throw. I even checked the spread. Had nothing to do with it. What do you do if you're Reggie Theus? I asked, can you actually like punch a woman? And I don't condone it ever. But that was that. He was like in his ear.
But
He
wait,
did that move.
It was his team, right?
It was his team.
That's why. I mean, that girl can impact a game with that
I
fucking
agree.
noise.
Yeah, but 100%.
16-point
I
game.
don't- Listen,
4 minutes
Dave,
left.
do you
Then
tell
you
the
gotta
Cameron crazies to stop jumping up and down?
Right.
Like when you go into that gym, when you go into Cal Northridge gym, there's going to be an overweight chick in pigtails screaming every free throw. That's a home court advantage.
He probably
You can
put her
build
there.
You
He
can
probably
build
told
a
her.
program off of her.
I can't imagine Reggie Theus what he's thinking
No.
his life has turned out.
No.
He's down 16 versus
No.
Portland in an empty gym in a holiday
That also,
tournament
by the way,
with some chick.
that chick is like the type of fan, like every time Reggie Theus does like a dinner for like the donors, she's sitting front and center. So she's like following around the program everywhere.
super
She's
fan.
Stingray Steve of the Cal Northridge basketball.
Yo, Cal Northridge is in no position to be turning down any sort of super fans at all.
Down
This chick
16,
is
4 minutes games. She may have been a cheerleader.
Build a
There's
program.
an
I love
outside
that
chance.
league, by the way. That the league.
Oh.
That's the you can't refresh games at like midnight on a
Yes,
Saturday
I've
night.
sent more mathematical formulas of that league, trying to figure out like, well, if this team beat that team and that team beat
Because
this
there's only
team.
8 teams.
And
It's seriously, it's like six Cal teams in Hawaii.
all roads in my equations lead to Portland, who happen to be playing. Like Portland's my bellwether for who's actually doing that.
right. Yeah, because they like only lost to Gonzaga by 40.
Right.
Like, damn, Portland's pretty good this year.
Yeah. This next story came out. I guess Tebow's writing a book. This kind of became like a story. Deadspin tried to make Belichick look like an asshole because Deadspin's fucking the worst. Univision, I should say. And it basically was something like Tebow got offered a contract for a day for $1 million to do a photo shoot. First of all, I'm calling bullshit on that. But he says that's what happened. And then he walked up to Belichick. He's like, hey, coach, do you think I should do this thing? And Belichick, you're not here to be a sideshow. He's like, no, I wouldn't do it. Tebow didn't do it. And they're trying to spin it like Belichick cost him $1 million. I don't even know what the story is or why we're talking about. Like, how, outside of Tebow just not going to do it, what's the story? Is there a story here?
No. It's the two
well,
names, Tebow and Belichick, is
Well,
close.
the angle here, though, is that Belichick would be like, you're not going to make this team go do whatever you want.
But he would never
Cost
do
him.
that.
I know. I'm saying
I
that's
don't. Yeah, right.
the point of what Deadspin's trying to say.
I don't ever want to like make. I don't want to compliment the Patriots and you, Dave, because I know what ends up happening. But if you think that Belichick is like thinking like, oh, I'm gonna fuck over Tebow. No, he was doing whatever's the best for the team.
And it's like he's still in camp. He probably talking like we don't want a sideshow. But if you haven't noticed, he's not a big sideshow guy. So
Right.
it was probably gonna be like his shirt off, his fucking nuts hanging on the ground.
This is not even a real thing. Nobody was offering him $1 million for a photo.
I agree
That's
with that.
the other thing.
I
Yeah.
agree.
If you told me it was like an appearance at a mega church or something religious,
Yeah, or like
perhaps,
if
maybe.
he's gonna go
But-
circumcise a bunch of Filipino boys.
Right.
Yes, that would be $1 million.
And the only reason I saw it is someone retweeted. I don't follow Univision/Deadspin, but I saw it and they really made it seem like Belichick did something wrong. So I read it was
That's the
garbage.
clicks.
And also Tebow acting like he was going to be Aaron Rodgers to Brady's.
He
Favre.
believed that.
I mean,
Tebow
that,
1,000% believed
And I
that.
kind of believe him.
You know, again,
Who's to say if he didn't get?
Let the man play.
You're right.
meanwhile, he's over in Flushing creating miracles.
He
First
is
miracle of
creating
Tebow.
This, there's not much to say. It's maybe a slow day, but this dog massage, we're all dog people here. This is unbelievable. The dog is like a full massage, towels on the tits and the balls and shit, which was a little bit weird.
Tits and the balls.
But yeah, tits and the VJ,
Yeah,
I guess, or
just
Okay, so
it's gotta be a
It's
girl.
crazy.
The guy wouldn't have that towel.
It's
on the
crazy,
dog.
but
gotta be a girl
does it like help the dog's health? Obviously.
No, he just enjoys it.
yeah, but that's of course it helps him. Mental health. He
I
feels
can't
great.
believe
The
a dog would
question
let
is-
themselves
relax.
get
The
massaged
question
like
is,
that.
because we are dog people.
I would love to let my dog
If
get
your
massaged
dog,
like that.
yeah, like
wanted.
if your dog,
You don't massage your dog.
If it was like a
not like that, but like
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
sit
my
there and
dog
I'll
would
fucking-
never let herself get massaged like that. Not in a million
Not
years.
like that, but
And a
I mean
stranger,
sometimes
no.
Duncan will be
Your
laying
dog is,
back
like,
and I'm
always,
giving him
like-
a good rub.
angry.
That's not true. Not true.
Ish.
It's I saw on the dog show I was watching, and they said that min pins are just like having a 2-year-old child permanently, like caught in a terrible tubes.
Oh, that's fun.
But
That's a good dog to have.
But my question is, how much would
King of
you
the
pay? Like, say this massage, say a massage a month for your dog adds a month to its life. How much would you pay for a massage a month?
I'd have to crack the math, but off the top, I'd be like easy
$1 million?
$5
Yeah.
grand, 10
Yeah.
grand a month.
Any infinity? Yeah.
Yeah.
If your dog could just live forever, if you're like massages
I
forever.
just wish my dog would let herself do it because I think she'd enjoy it, but she wouldn't, and you would have.
She's too.
That's the
she
other
needs
thing.
a me day. She's
I
just a
know
little too
everybody's
wound
had
up.
this conversation. How much would you pay to have your dog talk human for a day?
For not even a day, 1 minute.
Yeah, but-
I would just like
but-
to be like, hey, Stella, stop fucking barking.
Right.
Okay?
Like, let's just come to an agreement. When I
Yeah.
say this, do that.
Yeah,
Just
do
60
this.
seconds.
Yeah, don't bark at the
But-
person
but
on
I
the
wouldn't
leash.
want
don't
it, like,
want to know.
permanent.
And I
because
love
that would
you.
Fuck up the dog
Right.
if the dog's like, hey, I actually hate you.
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
like ignorance is bliss with your dog. Talk
I
for a
hear
little bit.
that.
And
It
then
would
go
be
back
nice to
to
just be like, hey, I really love you, just don't bark as much.
Yeah, I
or
hear
like,
that.
here's how to use the toilet. Let me teach you how to use the toilet.
Seriously.
Well,
you
your dog,
imagine?
like, remember you couldn't do the dog show because, like, my dog, if we take him outside the house, he pukes.
No, if you put him in the car, he pukes.
Yeah.
Kim
By
K,
the way, the dog show that he won.
well, that was
champion.
rigged. That
Well,
was
and
rigged.
Stella wasn't in it.
I mean, and
It was
well, Stella
rigged
was
in the
it.
sense that, like, your dog had no shot of
Katie
ever being
Nolan
done.
fucking hates me, so that didn't help to have her as a judge. And Katie Nolan wouldn't know a Hackney gate if it slapped her in the face.
You just explained how your dog is like a terrible toddler, and you expected her
My
to
dog
beat
was the
Duncan.
best. I have people literally 3 times a day say that's the greatest screw job since fucking
3 times a day?
since 2 refs and Hogan.
It's just crazy that you thought Duncan was ever going to lose that.
Kim K has retired from everything for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Next 3
For the
weeks.
rest of the year.
I'm not going to hate on this because it's a move that I almost do every year.
Yeah.
Like right towards the end, like I'm done with that.
Done with
You beat us to it,
2016.
Kim K. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Your guy, Yoenis, re-signed with the Mets.
Stunning.
Is it stunning?
What's his deal?
It's absolutely stunning. 110 over 4. Very fair. 27 and a half a year. Somehow he didn't just pick up the phone and get the Yankees and Nats involved.
Any
because he would have
clause
got
in
like
it?
8 more years. I actually haven't looked at all the details. I think there might be like an option for
there's
the
some-
Nats.
Oh,
Any
it's
like,
awful.
hey, don't golf 36 holes a day and smoke cigarettes?
There's
clause?
something.
Bro, he can do all that shit.
No.
I don't fucking care.
There's something always off with that guy. Always.
He is. He's just.
What?
He's a mercenary.
What
He's
more?
on so
what
many
more
teams,
does he have to
nobody-
do? That
well,
you're still saying that.
does he
like
hit
he
the-
did it last year? He did it the year before.
Did he
He's
do
just
anything
a
in the
fucking
postseason?
monster.
Postseason?
Do you
was
feel
kinda injured in the
confident with
postseason.
him at the plate
From
in a
golfing.
big at bat in the postseason?
I do. I
That was
That's
you just
crazy.
answered the
No.
question,
That's crazy, you
and
don't.
the answer was no. The way you answered
mean,
that is
to act like Yo is not clutch is fucking crazy.
I throw 3 fucking curveballs in the dirt, and then I watch him slump back with his little yellow fucking electric thing. But I do respect the shots.
That is so fucking stupid that you think that way.
That's
And,
what I think.
and it's all actual
It's
casual
good
racism
signing.
for both of you guys.
What?
If that guy is not, if he's not Cuban, if that's a white guy playing his game, you're never talking about how he's a problem.
I gotta be
and he's-
honest.
Oh, I don't think
gotta
he's a
be
problem.
honest.
I think
David
he's
Ortiz-
overrated.
And I think David Ortiz is the most clutch player in the history of baseball. So, I mean,
Yeah, I think that you treat Cespedes the way that a lot of people are like, oh, that's one of those Dominican players. That's one
I
of
have
those
no problem-
Caribbean players.
but I just said I think David Ortiz is the most clutch player of all
That
time.
doesn't mean that there are not still stereotypes of other players that you're buying into.
Well, I mean, I just gave an example. One guy thinks not clutch, and one I think is most clutch of all time. They're both Dominican, so I think I win that argument.
My thing with Yo is it's not that he's not good.
Cuban?
It's just, like, if your whole offense
Same thing.
revolves around him, it's probably a problem, right?
Yeah, but that's not his. That's the fucking
No, I know,
lineup's
I know,
problem.
I know.
But he does exactly what he needs to do. He
Okay.
fucking mashes extra base hits all day long.
We have one.
And that's Tim Tebow's.
I asked
He
you guys
performed
all
it.
to bring your phone because there's a hot new trend in the street that all the kids are doing. And I'm going to ask us all to do it, and we'll post it as part of what?
This put me in a pretzel. I don't even understand how you.
One finger selfie.
I already did it.
Oh, you already did it?
Yeah, I already tweeted it. But I did it wrong. You're supposed to be naked.
Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta
that's the
cover
picture
up.
you showed me.
Yeah.
What'd you think that picture was?
Honestly,
I did the
with this
Verlander,
guy,
I just
you
took
think you know
Yeah,
if this guy
that's true.
shows this picture like, oh, he's doing the one finger? Who fucking knows what he's showing me?
I
Valid
guess you're
point.
supposed to be naked, which
You're supposed to be naked? I feel like
Yeah,
you're
you're
always
supposed to
on
be
these
naked
trends.
and
What
your
is the one
finger
finger
is
selfie?
covers your vagina. I mean, I don't
The
think I'm the
reflection
only dude
covers
who's
the
done it.
vagina and the
And you take the
This
picture
covers
with
it.
one finger?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
you cover everything with one
cover
finger.
it.
I thought you had to take the picture with one finger. I'm like, that's fucking impossible.
What? So let's do your one finger selfie.
I hadn't even gotten, but
How would you
This
literally?
is wild. So when I showed you this, you didn't realize what it was.
I had no fucking clue.
We'll
what
put
it was.
this. We'll put the picture in there.
I just thought it was like
A
you
Wacky
being
Dan
fat.
picture in
It
the
was
fucking bathroom.
I
Wacky
thought
Dan
someone was
being
gonna
Wacky
walk.
So-
Dan.
I thought someone was gonna walk
I
in
still
on
don't
me,
even
by the
understand
way,
what you think
half naked.
one finger selfie means.
I thought it was somehow you push this button, the side button, with one finger and take a selfie with one finger.
let's see you do it.
You can't. It's very difficult.
Yeah, I mean,
but I
this is, like,
hadn't tried
physically
it. That shows
impossible,
how
though.
authentic. I just thought, oh, one finger selfie. You must be taking it with one finger. That sounds hard. We'll do it.
Give me an attempt here.
It's literally impossible.
This is
such
the
a
dumbest
page use
moment
thing. Yeah.
maybe you've ever had on the radio.
Why?
Because it just doesn't even. Your brain didn't even attempt to think about what was going on.
One finger selfie is pretty self-explanatory to me. I saw the
Apparently
thing.
not.
Take one finger, and it's impossible. But I mean, it actually you.
If anyone can do it. Wait, did you just do that? Did you just?
Yeah.
That was your one finger selfie.
I mean, it was side. Whatever. All right, I had the wrong concept. Big whoop. I thought it'd be a cute little gimmick for the
All right,
fucking
well,
round.
I'm gonna give it a
I start
shot
on
now
the
for you.
subject.
So what do you-
Maybe we start a new
So-
trend.
Okay, let's start it. What the fuck am I doing here?
It's you got to take the picture with one finger. That's what it sounds like. Everyone's making fun of me. If you say one finger, yeah, right? You got to get it over to the. It's fucking impossible.
Well, you can do like a. You can push it like that.
Wait a minute. I thought, how do you even take pictures?
With this,
You can.
this is now becoming.
I mean,
its own
hey,
fucking show.
you want me to
right
call
now.
like Mike
Old
Portnoy
man-
Esquire? I feel
Yeah,
like he
you
understands
can't
this
make
better than you.
can't make fun of your dad right now if you're asking.
I'm
How do
actually,
you
I
use this
actually may
telephone
blow my
camera?
mind.
What?
I'm gonna blow my mind right here.
You didn't know that.
Wait a minute. He didn't know.
He didn't know this fucking circle.
Wait, no. Wrong. I did. I was thinking screenshots. I'm thinking screenshots. I'm
Screenshots
confusing-
you'll hold
The
like
one
that.
finger screenshot shot.
But
so
do
he
you
shot
have
it
to
with
press
one
this
finger.
for the
touched
So
it.
you
screenshot?
hold that. and then you
That's.
do
I
that.
kept shutting my phone off. So I thought for a screenshot, I had it all fucking confused. Not my best moment. I'm not an iPhone guy. I'm a fucking BlackBerry guy. I hate
my
these fucking
God.
You know
iPhones.
who still
I've
has
never
a
liked the
BlackBerry, by
fucking
the way?
iPhone.
You gave up on BlackBerry.
I didn't get BlackBerry gave up on me.
No,
I
debatable.
went.
Debatable.
My phone broke. I went to a store, fucking Verizon store. I said, I need a BlackBerry. They said, we have none. We don't sell them anymore. I got forced into this shit. So.
Do you know who still has a BlackBerry?
No.
Notice that picture? A-Rod Corp.
A-Rod, of course he fucking does. Is this thing still on?
He's got a BlackBerry. A-Rod Corp still has a BlackBerry. We got to get.
I mean,
some
I think
A-Rod
it's
Corp.
over, right?
Yeah, that was a hell of a.
It's over.
That's a hell of a revelation for you, Dave.
That was crazy. Woo! Figured out how to take pictures on your iPhone.
I knew how to take pictures.